Yo, what's going on, everybody? My name is Martin. They call me the Titan. I just got seconded at Remote Regional today. Um, Before I start my deck profile, I want to give a shout out to a couple of people. I want to thank Bashin, Easy the Legend. I want to thank my team Swerve Knights. I want to thank El Goofy. These are people who's consistently helped me build and helped me evolve into a better player and come to an understanding and look at my matchups pretty consistently. I want to thank Raymond Soto as well. The dude is like one of the most humblest people, and he helps you understand the game. He's here to help. I want to thank people like Manny Bermudez. I want to thank my man Chris, Big Chris. El Gigante de la Bachata. That's my man. He just very positive influence, energy. Nah, I respect him. You know what I'm saying? I want to thank my man Mickey. There is no tomorrow. Mickey, he helped me grow and develop in this game as well. And and anybody else who I'm missing, I do want to thank people like Grant Ashford and Zach Adler as well. They're unique players that give you another hint and another insight into the game. So with that being said, this is my deck profile. I apologize if this takes too long, and I'll try to make it quick and short as possible. Any questions and concerns, by all means, feel free to hit me up. I want to thank Felix for putting this video on his channel. Team Milk, I respect them. Thank you so much. And with that being said, I played, to me, the best deck, Orcus. So we'll start off with the best start in the game. Three Gersu. Everybody knows what he do. 3 Harp, 1 Skeleton, 1 Nightmare, Wand, and Crown. You gotta respect the Crown. If you don't know what it do, ask Aditya. And then Honorary Orcus, Foolish, Crescendo, and Babel. I feel like this is what the engine is supposed to be like. I don't play additional symbols or nothing like that because they're so easy to recycle. So to me, this is just standard and things like that, So this is just what it is, The engine that I chose to go with it was the Horus engine. I think this engine is, to me, this plays the best under Fua. It plays the best under Dro. And to me, this has more than OTK potential, and that's why I like it so much. I don't like the Mitsurugi engine. I don't like the Azamina engine. Each his own. I'm not knocking it, but this is what it was for me. This was my preferred taste, and this is what I know how to play with more essentially, and it's just good. If you don't know what these do, please by all means hit me up and let me know, and I gotcha. But obviously, Mseti will send something if something gets removed from your field, and Happy gets 2 back from banished or graveyard. And King Sark is just a strong card in general. The fact that you're able to activate this 4 times per turn is not even fair, So yeah, that was the engine I chose to accompany with it. These are my hand traps, and I think these are the best hand traps in the game. So pardon me, I thought I had this a little bit organized, but let's just get this going right now. There we go. So to start off, I had literally Ash. This is self-explanatory. If you get forward, you want to Ash immediately or anything else that's essential. I main Dro. The main reason why I main Dro is because I don't like getting forward. If you fool with me, to me that hurts me more because I can essentially give you 7 draws, and I don't want to make you go that plus. And I hate to stop in my tracks and just say, oh yeah, I'm just gonna summon 1 and pass. Nah, that's why I like the Dro. I like to main the Dro and just Dro myself because Dro doesn't really hurt Orcus. So when you get started with Orcus engine, as long as you can get to your bread and butter and get to this, you're in a good stability moment, as long as you know what to stop with it. I play obviously 3 Fua, which is a card that we hate, but it must be played. And last but not least, I play the best hand trap to me in the format. I wouldn't be playing Orcus if it wasn't for this card, to be honest. And this to me makes Orcus, the top tier deck right now. not the top tier, but maybe I'm gassing a little, but enough to get me going. This hand trap right here just it helps with everything, and I like it because of that. Especially against the Draco Tail matchup, it's just so good, And as for my spells, I chose to do 3 super poly in the main, 3 droplet in the main, and this is talents. They call this the Martin special, and this is literally my card. This won me today's game 7, or round 7 in today's remote regional. He literally activated Murakumo, and I just said, okay, talents to take, and it was just game from there, But yeah, and I play one goat, I like the card. I like to be able to, set it and activate it and call a yummy snatchy or something that's going to hinder my opponent, and and I'm able to go off from just this one stop, or even removing it in the graveyard just to stop an effect on the field. It's actually pretty good. I like that we have so many outlets to discard the card, so it's really, to me, it's pretty good, as a one-off. I could bump it up to 2, but right now, like I said, this was the list that flowed for me. This was the even 40, and this is what I like and cared about. I'll show y'all my extra deck. As for my extra deck, obviously I played 1 Galatea Eye. I don't think there's no need for 2. I think 1 is enough in order to get field spell, and you can go off from there. I played 2 Galatea, the original. I think you need 2. She helps you recur and get things started. So not only that, the fact that she says crescendo and she can't be destroyed by battle is amazing. I played Longriso, the orchestrator. We mostly play him just to be able to go to the link 4. It's just easier with him, and that's just pretty much it. Don't get me wrong, I like him. I think he's pretty good. I like to be able to break boards with him, but he didn't really come up. I only made him once today, to be honest. He is cuttable, but I still like him. That's just me. And obviously, I play the new, the link 4, and the link 4 is just, just being able to take any monster, and especially with these yummy monsters, and just so that they can't link off and they can't synchro with it, is just so good, So yeah, link 4 is actually pretty good. Honestly, like I don't really go much into the link 4 because a lot of people are main and Bell and things like that, and the one deck, the one monster that I hate, going against is Nibiru. Don't get me wrong, we can play around Nibiru as best as we could, but it still hurts us to some extent, Obviously I played Dengrisu, and for those who don't know, this is the best Mirakuma protection you'll ever have. Like, Dengrisu just says, yeah, you're not blowing me up this turn, and that's just what it is, I play number 90. I made him with the Horus package, essentially. It's just so that we can get started and go into Orcus combo immediately, and we don't get stopped by Ash or Nibiru. Obviously this is one of the bridges, the zombie vampire. We don't really need him. He is essential, but I feel like we don't really need him, because if we wanted to go into Orcus combo, we could just overlay and then link this off for Galatea Eye, and that's it. He's good. It's just that in the format right now with people playing Bell and Ash as a main, this hurts getting stuck with this and not be able to use this effect properly, I play Hope Harbinger. It's literally for the Draco Tail matchup. I much rather make this and have Crescendo, and hopefully, every time that I'm facing this matchup, I'm running against 2 to 3 spells each time. It's either a Rahu, Ketu, and Branded Fusion, and it's like it gets annoying. So that's why I play the Hope Harbinger. For my link 2s, I literally play Little Knight and Masquerena. These are self-explanatory, no need to explain. I play this. This is, with Masquerena, this outs the Lunar Light board. This outs, every now and then this outs a Mr. Rugi board. So it's not bad, So I like it because of that. And my super poly targets were literally Secretarian Dragon, Mud Dragon, and Garura. This was it right here, and this is what I like, I'll show you my side deck, and then that'll be the end of the deck profile. And for my side deck, I literally played 3 Retaliating Seed. This was mainly for the Draco Tail matchup. If I can get this as soon as they play a spell, and if they go and chain Femina, and if I have Impulse, then that should seal the win, you know. I know I'm making up a lot of scenarios where, you know, people might not draw as good as me, but there's a reason why I keep this deck at an even 40 is because I get to see every card easily. This was the one of the MVPs of the deck from my side deck, Blizzard. Blizzard is just so good, you know. This hits the Mitsurugi spells and it shuts them down. This hits surprise and they don't expect this when you hit them with this. So to be able to hit somebody with this and even to stop the droplets is just amazing. People don't expect this, and that's why I play it. This is our bread and butter for the decks. Like against Mitsurugi, the people are not doing nothing. You just go on standby, bring out your Dingreaser from grave in order to protect anything, and this should solidify the win right here. You know, thank you to my boy Grant Ashford. He put me on to the warnings, and warning is just a great overall card. It literally, you know, today I was able to, like, my last match was against DDD, and he tried to summon from hand, and I just warning because he went minus. So this was it just sealed the win for me. And last but not least, I play Lava Golem. I know that the best normal summon in the game is Orcus, but if we get Horus combo, like this is why I play the Horus package, with a harp, you know, my normal summon is not gonna matter no more because this just got me everything that I need. That's it. So that's the reason why I play Lava Golem. A lot of people don't agree with me, and that's fair, but this is what got me second today. And, you know, as far as my matchups go, I literally went, like I said, I lost my first round. You know, I lost to Odeon Primite. You know, I don't have enough back row hate to stop anything back row, so that match was just, you know, whoever won die roll was going to win anyways. And they won die roll. My round 2, I faced K9 Vanquish, so I ended up winning in game 2. You know, I beat him 2-0. Game 3, I played Sky Striker. Round 4, I played K9 Yummy. You know, I ended up winning in game 3. That was a good grindy matchup. Round 5, I played Gem Knights. He made me go first game 1, and I made the full Orcus combo with Masquerena, Inland Grisu, Crescendo, and I think I had one more interruption. I forgot what it was, to be honest. But yeah, he just scooped. And then in game 2, like I knew I was gonna go first because that's what the deck does. They like to make you go first and they like to go second so that they can break your board and just go all out. And in game 2, like I literally, like, I drew everything I needed to. Like, literally, like, I had drawn the Blizzard for any of the spells, and I had the Solemn Warning, and then the deck lockdown. And it's like, when I am steady and I literally drew deck lockdown. And I literally had 2 Horus monsters. He Fuwaddles me. I stopped it, like, meaning I stopped my tracks. I didn't want to special summon and give him 2 draws. So he activated 2 Fuwas. He had 3 in hand. Once I activated deck lockdown and I had Impulse and Warning for my backup, along with M Steady and Happy, that solidified the win right there. He just scooped, you know. Round 6, I play Yummy Mitsu again. That's our easiest matchup, to be honest. Like I said, like, when we play cards like this, there's really not much that they can do, you know. Round 7, I ended up going against round 7 was the last matchup, and I faced DDD. And, you know, I'm not gonna lie, he was one of the most different DDD players that I faced. I actually give him credibility because he had a good strategy. I was so used to these DDD players just getting the contract continuous spell in order to special from deck. And honestly, he went and searched this trap card that just prohibits me from fusion, synchroing, or exceeding, you know, and doing anything to that turn. So, I mean, kudos to him. He played a good matchup, and that's just what it was. But again, I went 6-1 in today's regional. Once again, thank y'all again for tuning in and, you know, encouraging me, especially the people who come to my crib every other day and we do Ironmans in my crib. Thank y'all so much, man. You know, I hope to see y'all soon and y'all be safe. God bless and stay safe. All right, laters.